Once, long ago, far away, there lived far away, looking for trees to nourish them and make them happy. Two were mice named Sniff and Scurry, and two were little people, beings who were small as mice, but who looked and acted a lot like people today. Their names were Ham and Hawa. Due to their small size, it would be easy not to notice what the four were doing. But if you look closely enough, you could discover a most amazing thing. Every day, the mice and little people spend time in the maze looking their long special trees. The mice, Sniff and Scurry, possessing only simple rodent and brain, but good instincts, searched for hard, nibbling trees they liked, as mice often do. The two little people, Ham and Hawa, used their brain, filled with many beliefs, to search for the different kind of trees with the capital C, with their belief would make them feel happy and successful. As different mice and little people were, they shared something in common. Every morning they each put on their jogging suit and running shoes, left their little home, and raced down in the maze, looking for their favorite trees. The maze was a labyrinth or colored chamber, some containing delicious trees. But there were also dark corners and blind alleys leading nowhere. It was an easy place for anyone to get lost. However, the lost found their way. The maze held a secret that helped them enjoy their better life. The mice, Sniff and Scurry, used a simple trial-and-error method finding trees. They ran down one corridor, and they proved them that they turned ran down another. They remember how the trees and quickly went to new areas. Sniff was smell out the general direction of trees using his great nose, and Scurry realized here. They got lost into life expected when they often wrong direction and often bumped into all. However, to little people, Ham and Hawa had very complex brain with the lips in emotion that made life for maze even more complicated and challenging. They realized a more sophisticated method of finding trees that depended on their ability to think and learn from their past experience. Over their ability was sometimes clouded by the way they think. Eventually, they all discovered what they were looking for. They each found their own kind of trees one day at the end of one of the corridors in Tree Station C. Every morning after that, the mice and the little people dressed in their running gear and headed over to Tree Station C. It was long before they each established their own routine. Sniff and Scurry continued to wake a little every day and race through the maze, always following the same route. When they arrived at their destination, the mice started running shoes, tied them together, hung them around the neck so they get to them quickly whenever they need a day, then enjoy the treat. In the beginning, Ham and Hawa also raced to Tree Station C every morning to enjoy the taste and numerous they would wait to them. But after a while, a different routine set in for the little people. Ham and Hawa awoke each day a little later, dressed a little slower, and walked to Tree Station C. After all, they knew that cheese wasn't how to get there. They have no idea where cheese came from, who put it there. They just assume it's there. As soon as Ham and Hawa arrived at Tree Station C, each morning they settled down and made themselves home. They hung up their jogging suit, put away their running shoes, and put on their slippers. They're becoming very comfortable now they found their cheese. That's great, Ham said. That is not cheese will last forever. The little people stayed happy and successful and thought they were now secure. It wasn't long before Ham and Hawa regarded the cheese they found the Tree Station C as their cheese. It was such a large store of cheese that they eventually moved their home to be closer to it and built a social life around it. To make them feel more at home, Ham and Hawa decorated the wall with saying and even drew pictures trees around them, which made them smile. One read, "Having trees makes you happy." Sometimes Ham and Hoa would take their friends by, see their pile of cheese at stew station C, and point to the pie, saying, "Really nice cheese, huh?" Sometimes they share with their friends, and sometimes they didn't. "We deserve this cheese," Ham said. "Lizard never longer hard enough to find it." He picked up the last fresh piece and ate it. Afterward, Ham fell asleep, as he often did. Every night the little people would ride home full of cheese, and every morning and their confident return for more. This went on quite some time. After a while, Ham's and Hoa's confidence grew into the arrogance and success. Soon they began to so comfortable they didn't even notice what was happening. As time went on, Sniff and Scurry continued their routine. They arrived early each morning, and sniffed and scratched and scurried around the cheese station C, inspecting the area to see if it changed from there before. Then they would sit down and nibble on the cheese. One morning they arrived cheese station C and discovered there was no cheese. They weren't surprised, since Sniffer and Scurry noticed this fried cheese being getting smaller every day. They were prepared for inevitable and instinctively what to do. They looked at each other, removed their long shoes they had tied together, hung conveniently around the neck, put them on their feet, and laced them up. The mice did not override anything. To the mice, the problem and the answer were both simple. The situation cheese station C and changed. So Sniff and Scurry decided to change. They both looked out of maze. Then Sniff lifted his nose, sniff, and nodded to Scurry, who took off running through the maze, while Sniff followed as fast as he could. They were quickly off in search of new cheese. Later that same day, Ham and Hoa arrived at cheese station C. They had not been paying attention to small changes that had been taking place each day, so they took for granted their cheese would be there. They were unprepared what they found. "What? No cheese?" Ham yelled. He continued, "No cheese? No cheese?" They saw if you shouted loud enough, someone would put it back. "Who moved my cheese?" he howled. Finally, he put his hand on his hips, his face turned red, and he screamed at the top of his voice, "It's not fair!" Hoa and she just had disbelief. He, too, had counted on finding cheese at cheese station C. He stood there for a long time, frozen with shock. He was just not ready for this. Ham was yelling something, but Hoa didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to deal with what was facing him, so he just tuned everything out. The little people's behavior was not very attractive or productive, but it was understandable. Finding cheese wasn't easy, and it mattered a great deal more to the little people than just having enough to eat every day. Finding cheese was the little people's way of forgetting, so they need to be happy. They have no idea what cheese meant to them, depending on their taste. For some, finding cheese was having material things. For others, it was enjoying good health or developing a spiritual sense of well-being. For Hoa, cheese just meant feeling safe, having a loving family someday, and living in a cozy cottage in sheltered lane. To him, cheese was becoming a big cheese in charge of others, and owning a big house top Camembert Hill. Because cheese was important to them, two little people spent a long time trying to decide what to do. All they think of was keep looking around cheese seedless to see if the cheese was really gone. While Sniff and Scurry had quickly moved on, Ham and Hoa continued. To Ham and Hoa started to get pressed. What would happen if the cheese wasn't there tomorrow? You made the future plans with the test on cheese. The little people couldn't believe it. How could this happen? No one wondered it wasn't right. That was not the way things were supposed to be. Ham and Hoa went home at night hungry and discouraged. But there they left Hoa wrote on the wall. The more important their cheese is to you, more you hold on to it. The next day, Ham and Hoa left their home and returned to Station C again, but they still expected somehow to find their cheese. The situation hadn't changed. The cheese was no longer there. The little people did not know what to do. Ham and Hoa just stood there immobilized, like two statues. Hoa shut his eyes and tightly couldn't put his hands over his ear. He just wanted to block everything out. He didn't want the cheese supply gradually been getting smaller. He believed it would move all of a sudden. Ham analyzed the situation over and eventually his complicated brain with their huge belief system took hold. Why did they do this to me? He demanded. What's really going on here? Finally, Hoa opened his eyes, looked around, and said, By the way, where are Sniff and Scurry? Didn't they know something we don't? Ham scoffed. What would they know? Ham continued. They're just simple mice. They were surprised what happened. We are little people. We are special. We should be able to figure this out. I know we're smarter, Hoa said. Little Will seemed to be acting smart at the moment. Things are changing around here, Ham. Maybe we need to change and do things differently. How much should we change? Ham asked. We're the little people. We're special. There's things that happen to us. All of us, which the least can benefit. Why should we get benefit? Hoa asked. Look, because we're entitled. Ham climbed. Entitled to what? Hoa wanted to know. We're entitled to our cheese. Why? Hoa asked. Because we didn't call this problem, Ham said. Somebody else did this and we should get something out of it. Hoa suggested maybe we should stop analyzing situations so much and just get going and finding new cheese. Oh no, Ham argued. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. While Ham and Hoa were still trying to decide what to do, Sniff and Scurry were already well on their way. They went farther into the maze, up and down corridor, looking for cheese, every cheese station they could find. They didn't think of anything else for finding new cheese. They didn't find any sometime until they found one to an area where they have never been before. Cheese Station Inn. They scrolled the light. They find been looking for a great supply of new cheese. They could hardly believe their eyes. It was the biggest store of cheese mice has ever seen. In the meantime, Ham and Hoa were still back in Cheese Station C, evaluating their situation. They were not suffering from the effects having those cheese. They were becoming really frustrated and angry, and would blame each other for the situation they were in. Now and then Hoa felt around his mice brain, Sniff and Scurry, and wondered if they found the cheese yet. He believed they might be having a hard time. A run through the maze usually involved some uncertainty, but he also knew they were likely to only left for a while. Sometimes Hoa would imagine Sniff and Scurry finding new cheese and enjoying it. He thought about how it could be for him to out of him venturing the maze and find fresh new cheese. He could almost taste it. The more clearly Hoa saw the image of himself hunting, enjoying the new cheese, the more he saw instantly leaving Cheese Station C. Let's go, he exclaimed all of a sudden. No, Henry very despondent. I like here. It's comfortable, but no. Besides, it's dangerous out there. No, it isn't. Paul argued. We've run through many parts of maze before. You can do it again. I'm getting too old for that, Henry said. I'm afraid I'm not interested in getting lost in making food of myself. Are you?